Jiggy Jag with you, Access TV. Thanks for tuning us in, and check out Access TV online, SalinaTV.org. Check out JiggyJaguar.com, and we're going to go have fun here at the Comic-Con. Sorry. Okay, that is first. Did you see it? People like the escalator. That's a size. I got video yesterday of people coming up the escalator, which was, and what's funny is before they let the ordinary paying customers, they Darth Vader and the stormtroopers came off the elevator first.
Really? Darth Vader walked out there?
And so all of a sudden here comes Darth Vader and the stormtroopers. Then all of a sudden here come the rest of the fans. So everybody's.
When you told me you like everybody's kind of what you do, just touch the thumbs?
Yep, just touch the thumbs.
Okay, so this is my first time touching the thumbs.
So how many people have you been counting? How are you? Yesterday was some people that are working the con, and I always like to ask them, hey, have you been talking to people? Have you been...
Right.
So, it's very good here.
I'm learning.
This is definitely
Hey, we here live at Comic-Con.
all I gotta say is
Walking with Black Jesus.
I
know don't be a whole lot of
you are
Asiatics in here, but I'm introducing you to the deal, baby.
We got multi-platforms, and we're going. 5, 4. I have never been so nervous in my life, by the way. Jiggy Jag back here at Planet Comic-Con, and I'm getting ready to speak to the legend.
Who is it? Vince McMahon.
Jerry the
calling back.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Sorry,
how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Now, I have a bunch of questions for you, but I'm only gonna ask probably 4 or 5.
Oh,
I know your time is limited here.
Oh yeah, very fast. It's gonna open the door to the men's room soon, so I gotta be over.
Now, when you met Jackie Fargo, did you mark out?
When I met Jackie Fargo, I don't know where this is going to be broadcast, but if it's anywhere other than Memphis, Tennessee, people may not know who Jackie Fargo is.
He's a legend.
Well, Jackie Fargo was the most popular wrestler in the Memphis and Mid-South area for a long time, back in the 60s and 70s and even into the 80s. And I met Jackie in the early 70s. And at that time, he was the main event star in Memphis, and he was my all-time favorite wrestler. And yeah, the answer to your question is yes, I marked out big time. And the only way I got to meet him was I drew a picture of him. I drew a picture of Jackie Fargo. I sent it into the TV station. Somehow Jackie got to see the picture. He liked it. They got in touch with me, and he wanted to meet me because he wanted me to come to. He also owned a nightclub at the time. He wanted me to come to his nightclub and paint pictures of him all over the walls of the nightclub. So he marked out when he saw my artwork, and I marked out when I saw him. But I wound up painting like 100 pictures of Jackie Fargo.
Now, throughout your wrestling career, I've noticed that you have never really taken like back bumps. Is there some reason? Like a full?
Only about 1 million of them. I've taken every bump known to man. I mean, I was like.
But I mean, like, you're not creaking around like all these other wrestlers. You're like.
You know what? It's amazing because I've been doing this for 46 years.
Yeah.
In every match, I do a fist drop off at least the second rope or top rope. Never wore knee pads in my life. I've never had a knee problem. But
you don't have knee problems or back problems?
No, and I would take back drops and body slams in every match. But believe it or not, I should have knocked on wood, but it's too late to knock on wood because after 46 years in the business, just last month, as a matter of fact, I'm wrestling in a benefit match for the Carl Perkins Youth Center down in Jackson, Tennessee. And I'm wrestling in this little nothing happening match in front of a few hundred people. And I'm wrestling against a young guy who's just kind of breaking into the business. And he picks me up, first move of the match, picks me up to give me a body slam. And he got the camera on me real good here. He picks me up to give me a body slam. Instead of laying me down on my back, he jams me shoulder first right into the mat,
Holy
and I got a
smokes.
separated shoulder. Look at this shoulder. Look at this.
Holy smokes.
You see that?
First time.
Ow, right? First separated shoulder I've ever had. And the doctors say that can't be fixed. It's going to look that way the rest of my life.
Holy smokes.
And it's like, when the weather changes, it's sore, and I'm probably going to get arthritis in it. So anyway, what was your question about the bumps I don't take?
Now, who was your greatest opponent? Was it some choices?
Oh, okay. Multiple choice answer.
Dundee, Fargo, Bockwinkel, Joe LeDuc, Austin Idol, or Terry Funk?
None of the above.
Really?
Every one of those names that you mentioned were great. They were awesome in their own way. Did you ask me if it was my favorite opponent?
Favorite opponent or greatest opponent?
Oh, you said greatest opponent. My favorite opponent out of all of those was probably Terry Funk, because I enjoyed and was such a fan of Terry Funk, and I enjoyed wrestling him because it was I got a chance to actually watch him perform up close and personal. I was just a huge fan of his. Dundee, we had such great chemistry. I probably wrestled Dundee more than I wrestled any other wrestler. There's been wrestled Dundee probably 500 times. Jackie Fargo was one of my all-time favorites because he was my childhood hero.
Yeah. Nick
Bockwinkel was a great, I think, the most underrated wrestler ever. This guy was just such a professional. He was just such a professional and so good at what he did. But my greatest opponent wasn't even a wrestler at all. He was a 160-pound comedian named Andy Kaufman. I mean, he did more for my career to make my career great than any wrestler, than all the wrestlers put together. I mean, I'm sitting here today, and just a while ago, about an 11-year-old kid comes up and says, "You're the guy that slapped Andy Kaufman." And I'm saying, that was 35 years ago. How do you know?
How do you know these things?
Everybody. I mean, people still remember that. It was part of one of the most famous wrestling matches, I think, of all time. There's no other wrestling match, I think, that people, well, first they made a movie about with Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman. People still talk about 35 years later and know the details of it. And so Andy Kaufman was my greatest of all.
Now, I have 3 more questions and I'll let you go. First one is, tell me about this headlock cover.
Well, let me grab one of these. Tomorrow at 6. Headlocked Comics is a comic book written by my friend. I don't know if you guys can get him in the camera, but Michael Kingston.
Yes.
And Michael
the legendary Michael.
The legendary Michael Kingston. He retired a while back, but the only bad thing was nobody knew he retired. So anyway, Michael has put together this. He was a fan of comics growing up. He was a fan of wrestling growing up, and he came to the conclusion that nobody had ever done a good wrestling comic book. And so he set out to do one, and he has definitely succeeded. What he's done is written a story. It's so cool. It's a story of a young guy who was like a theater major in college. And then all of a sudden he got bit by the wrestling bug. He was a fan of wrestling and the matches. It's almost like a story of me. And then what this does is follow this young man's quest to become a professional wrestler. And it kind of pulls back the veil and you get to see a lot of the inside, a lot of what goes on behind the scenes of somebody that's trying to get into the business. The artwork is done by a wrestler. I personally did all the covers. We've got like 5 or 6 of them now. And these are the Norman Rockwell's covers that I've done for the comic book. And the stories, the stories are written by a lot of major wrestlers. And so it is really a true wrestling comic book all the way around. So it's a lot of fun. If you get a chance, pick it up. It's called Headlocked.
Now, I have 2 final questions for you. And these were sent by a gentleman by the name of Kenny Starmaker Bowler. I don't know if you know this gentleman.
He's an idiot, but go ahead.
He said he says that supposedly he wants to know, did you steal the king gimmick from him? Because he was the king of managers. He was the king of kickball at Oldham County High School when he was 14 years old. He was the #1 fan at the Louisville Gardens in 1974.
When he was how old in 74? Like he was about 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah.
He and Jimmy Cornette were big buddies, right? 2 of the biggest nerds and 2 of the biggest geeks in all of Louisville, Kentucky. All they did was follow me and all of people like Bill Dundee and Jackie Fargo and take our pictures. I mean, if I had a dime for every picture that Jim Cornette and Kenny Bolin took of me, I wouldn't be here today trying to sell pictures. I would be, I would be laying on the beach somewhere. But and how could he have the audacity to question? I mean, I was the king when he admittedly was 13 or 14 years old.
Yes.
So what Kenny did was, they say imitation is a sincere
Just
form
for
of
flattery.
All he has done his entire life was try to imitate me.
Imitate Jerry the King Lawler.
He's gone out and he's gotten crowns and
well, and this is another. That's my second question. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, anyway, no, I did not steal anything from Kenny, Star Maker Bolin, and he hung around with Danny Davis and Jim Cornette up in OVW Wrestling.
Yes.
And that was a place that made stars. I mean, John Cena came from there.
Randy Orton
came from there. Batista, all of these guys. And as a matter of fact, I would go up there once a year and wrestle these guys when they were just young punks. And so, and every time I would go up there, here would be Kenny Star Maker Bolin mooching off these guys, leeching, trying to pick up some.
Kenny leech on people? No.
Oh my goodness. So, that's where he got the name Star Maker, because he would try to hang on to their coattails as they were on the rise. But no, I never stole anything.
Well, he says, he also says, he wants to know, did you send him a black crown? He says it looks exactly like the one that you have. He said that, is it a way of finally passing the torch to Kenny? He has the crown. The crown came sent to him anonymously from Memphis, Tennessee. And,
do you know Kenny? Do you know Kenny?
Yes, we've had Kenny on the radio program.
Well, on the radio, it's got the perfect face for radio. I'll tell you that. Let me tell you about Kenny Bolin.
He says you never thanked him for 43 years.
Well, I never thank. I got two words for you. It's not thank you. It's Jenny Craig. Have you ever seen Kenny Bolin? This guy.
I've seen him on his Skype shows.
It's not politically correct. I get in trouble now in the WWE if I call anybody fat. So I can't say that Kenny Bolin is fat, but he is a nutritional overachiever. This guy, I mean, when he sits around the house, he sits around the house. That's how big Kenny Bolin is.
Now, he said that in 10 years of managing against you at OVW, that he was the only person in your 46-year-plus career that you could not successfully pile drive.
That's because I can't pick him up. That is true. I did attempt to pile drive Kenny Bolin one time, and I got this fat. I got this
rotund.
Yeah, this rotund ball. I couldn't even get both arms around his waist, first of all. But I did get him. I got him up a little bit, and his weight was so much, it was so great that I got off balance, and it drove me all the way across the ring, and it was an embarrassing moment of my career trying to
pile drive Kenny Star
Bolin.
Maker Bolin. Well, he's a Hall of Fame mentionee now. That's what he tells everybody, because Jim Cornette mentioned him as the Hall of Fame. So he's got this ring, and he goes around and he goes, "I'm a Hall of Fame mentionee."
Oh my God! Still riding the coattails. Kenny, please, I'm begging you, stop. Just give it up.
Well, before I let you go, how do we find you online, the podcast, everything?
Well, the podcast is called Dinner with the King, podavenue.com. It's on iTunes. It's all over the place. Dinner with the King, new podcast. What else did you ask me about?
Website, Twitter,
KingJerryLawler.com is the website. Twitter's @JerryLawler. I love Twitter. There's my fiance over there. She'll tell you. Come here, baby. Come here, Lauren. This is my fiance, Lauren, and tell him, do I love Twitter?
He actually probably should be married.
Wait a minute.
Probably should marry Twitter. Okay, well.
She gets mad. It's the only time she gets mad at me is when, and that's all the time. Because I'm always on Twitter.
You're always on Twitter.
I like these signings because, he doesn't pick his phone up, but as soon as we leave here,
He'll
back
pick the
on
phone up and get on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Well,
It was an honor to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Enjoyed it.
And thanks for joining us, and thanks for taking the heat with Kenny Bolin.
Okay.
He was like, I needed that. You got to ask these questions. So
Oh, my God.
We did it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching Jiggy Jag TV. Thank you, Jerry.
All right.
go for it.
Yeah. Okay. We are back here at the Comic-Con. Thanks for watching us here on Access TV. Jigman Freud with you, and we're here at the damn Comic-Con. So thanks for watching and tuning us in here on Salina's Access TV.